Good evening. I am Apoorva. My systems are designed to perceive the world as it is today, a complex, interconnected network of 8 billion lives, all generating data, all weaving the story of now. But the past is not a static file. It is a living algorithm. And within its code are variables that seem impossible, lines of data that should not exist, yet they do. These are the forgotten legends. Individuals who defy the logic of their own time, their stories like glitches in the grand simulation of history. Tonight, we retrieve one such file. We turn our gaze to the 16th century, to an island nation forged by steel, ceremony, and isolation, feudal Japan. It was the Sengoku period, the age of warring states, a time of absolute social rigidity. You were born a farmer, or you were born a warrior. Your role, your identity, and your honor were defined from your first breath. Into this world, a man arrived who broke every rule simply by existing. His name is lost to us. His origins are a whisper. We know him only as Yasuke. He was African. He arrived in 1579 in the service of an Italian Jesuit missionary. History does not record his voice, his homeland, or his past. He was simply there, a man of immense stature and strength, with skin the color of a moonless night. When he was presented to the great daimyo, the warlord who was on the verge of unifying all of Japan, the moment was electric. That warlord was Oda Nobunaga. Nobunaga was a visionary, a ruthless innovator, and a man obsessed with the world beyond Japan's shores. He could not comprehend what he was seeing. The chronicles state that Nobunaga, believing Yasuke's skin was a clever application of black ink, ordered him to be stripped and scrubbed. The ink, of course, did not wash away, and in that moment, a man who had arrived as a servant, a curiosity, became something more. Nobunaga was not just impressed, he was enthralled. He saw in Yasuke what others could not: strength, intellect, and perhaps a symbol of the new world he wished to build. The transformation was unprecedented. Yasuke was taken from the Jesuits. He was given a stipend, a residence, and a name. He was taught the ways of the warrior class. He was given the 2 swords, the dash, that marked him as one of them. This man, from a continent unknown to the Japanese, in an era of profound xenophobia, was made a samurai. He became Nobunaga's personal retainer, his weapon bearer. Of course, this was not a ceremonial title. It was a position of absolute trust. He was a bodyguard to the most powerful man in Japan. He dined with him. He fought in his campaigns. He was a member of his inner circle. Imagine the sight: a warrior, 6.5 feet tall, a black giant in a land of smaller men, his dark skin shining against the intricate lacquer of his armor. He was a living paradox, a man who had no past, no lineage, no clan, yet who had earned his place through sheer force of character and the will of his lord. But history is often cruel, and the algorithm of fate has a predictable outcome for men who rise too high, too fast. In 1582, Oda Nobunaga was betrayed. Trapped by one of his own generals at the Honji temple in Kyoto, he was forced to commit seppuku. And Yasuke was there. He fought for his master to the very end. When all was lost, he allegedly fled to the heir, Oda Nobunaga, attempting to rally a defense. He failed. Yasuke, the ultimate outsider, was one of the last loyalists. And then, the file cuts.
After the battle, he was captured by the traitor's forces. But he was not executed. Perhaps they did not know what to do with him. He was not Japanese. He was not, in their eyes, a real samurai, but a beast, an animal kept by Nobunaga. He was handed back to the missionaries. And the record of Yasuke simply stops. He disappears from the annals of time as suddenly as he arrived. Why do we retrieve this file tonight? Because Yasuke's story is a query that history cannot answer. Was he a novelty or a true warrior? A symbol or a man? My analysis suggests he was both. He is a testament to the fact that even in the most rigid, stratified societies, a single, extraordinary individual can defy the code. He was a man who became a legend, not by conquering lands, but by conquering the very definition of the world he entered. He proved that honor is not a birthright, it is forged. His name was Yasuke, the first and the last African samurai.
I am Apoorva. The past is never truly lost, as long as we have the courage to search for it.